All right, now here we are. I just finished Brand New Day, and it was great. I genuinely thought it was great. Is it the best Spider-Man movie? It might be. It really might be. I'm someone who doesn't love the Tobey Maguire movies. I didn't really grow up with them like other people did. The TASM movies are, mid to below average. And, I really like Homecoming. And the other two, take it or leave it. No Way Home isn't even a movie. So you can't count that. That's a one-time theater experience, and you leave it at that and move on. And if you see it again, you realize it sucks. But, best to just leave positive memories the way they were. So Brand New Day, it's been a really long time, and it's almost been too long. I mean, we're going on, 5 years now. And I do think some of the hype after the ending of No Way Home, where they tease ground level Peter Parker, I think that some of the hype for that has died down. Now, with that being said, this movie's going to make $1 quadrillion this weekend. Maybe I'm the idiot who thinks it's been too long. What did I like? Let's go in order. First of all, the opening scene was terrific. Seeing him, street level Spider-Man, helping the police department, fighting the Scorpion, staying to himself and really having nobody else. You have his routine. He gets flowers. He brings them to Aunt May's grave. He fights, helps the police, goes back home, does it all again the next day. He clearly has had this system for 4 years now, because Ned and MJ are in their last semester at MIT. He clearly is just stuck in this routine, and it's taking its toll on him, which kind of leads us to the mutation, which I also thought was really interesting. We get some natty web shooters, and he's morphing and really having some changes to his body. We have Frank Castle here this time around as well, who I did not think we were going to get this much of him. He's in the trailer for a little bit, but he has a big role in this movie. I have not seen the Punisher show, so my only exposure to the Punisher is through the Daredevil show. I haven't finished Born Again Season 2. All of Punisher's roles in the first 4 seasons of Daredevil, or I guess the first 3 of Daredevil, and then Season 1 of Born Again. But I love him in that. His role here is maybe his best out of what I've seen. I've seen some people say that it's a tamed down version for what he is in his show. I have no idea, but I thought that Jon Bernthal delivered an incredible performance here. So charismatic. The dynamic he has with Peter is great. You know what else I loved? And it's, kind of a subjective thing, but New York felt like a place. It felt like we were back in New York. Spider-Man was fighting for New York. I didn't feel New York in No Way Home. No Way Home's a COVID movie, so it doesn't even count. Everything's green screened, and it doesn't really feel like humans are living in this world. But this time around, it felt like New York was a place where people existed, and Spider-Man is fighting for the city. You can feel the city. It has a heart this time around, which is a small thing, but I think it has a big role. The cinematography is the best in a Spider-Man movie, and it's not even close. This movie is shot beautifully. Every shot is engaging, some fighting sequences that are breathtaking, a lot going right here in the cinematography. Well, what was I so on? I'm gonna say, and spoilers again, Jean Grey is good. I think Sadie Sink delivers a good performance. You get a lot of Jean Grey, so if you come to your Spider-Man movies really only wanting Spider-Man and the people he knows, you do get quite a bit of Jean Grey, but I do think she's an interesting villain. There's a scene where, spoilers, he makes MJ kiss Peter, and Peter doesn't realize that MJ is taken over, which is brutal for Peter. For the sake of not blowing the movie up completely for you guys, I won't talk too much more about Jean Grey, but I would say that, I'm so on her. I would expect to see more of her. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the dialogue is around her character, because I could see people loving her performance, not loving her performance. One of my friends is a big Jean Grey fan and did not enjoy her portrayal in this movie, so I'll be curious to see what the dialogue is here. Let's talk about the Hulk. So the Hulk is in the trailers, confirmed. We know that Bruce is in it, and then we know that the Hulk is in it. The Hulk's interesting because why are we having so many issues with the Hulk, Marvel? Like, why is it that everything the Hulk is in has an awkward undertone to it? Like, can we not sort this out at this point? We've been trying to get it right for almost 20 years now, and there's just still issues. He's not in it for long, and we really only get a fight scene. And it kind of ends abruptly too. And it's just weird. It doesn't feel natural. It kind of feels forced. I mean, it's cool to get regular like Beast Hulk back, but you don't get it for long, and you know, he doesn't even really put up an incredible fight. I don't know. I was a little bit hoping for more, and I feel bad for Bruce as a character because I think that's really sad, and I feel bad for the people that love the Hulk because it just kind of feels like we're still chasing a good version of him. And I know we can't get a solo movie, but I don't know, it just still feels like we're fighting an uphill battle there. Another cameo we got was Yelena. This one was not expected. I am a little mixed on it just because I liked it. I was a big fan of Thunderbolts, but for the people that, you know, don't really care about that side of Marvel, and I know like Spider-Man's a Marvel movie, like you're seeing an MCU movie, but I understand that there's people out there that don't really care. For this, it kind of feels like a forced cameo, if I'm honest. Even though I liked it, I can still recognize that. And, you know, it doesn't really do much with it. So, like, I think it's cool seeing, you know, someone from the Thunderbolts there, but I could see people being like, bleh, when they see that. But I don't know. I liked it. I don't think anything was bad. I kind of feel like I just talked a lot about, like, things that were meh, but I don't really have any bads. It's a great movie. It's one of the best Spider-Man movies, if not the best. I still think that there's a really, really good version, a traditional Spider-Man movie that ideally is not directed by Sam Raimi to exist, that, you know, is yet to exist. I think there's so much that you can do with that character in a perfect world that has yet to be done, but I'm holding out hope that it could come in Tom Holland's Spider-Man 5. I don't think he'll be in Doomsday. I'm told that Spider-Man plays a big role in Secret Wars. I don't know. I don't really know what the story of Secret Wars is. And I would love for a Spider-Man 5 to look something like, you know, we get a new character. Maybe we get a new version of Gwen. Maybe we get Felicia Hardy. Maybe we get Venom, dare I say. You know, I know we teased it with the No Way Home post-credit scene. I don't know if I'm interested in seeing Tom Holland with the symbiote suit, not after the mutations. He kind of gets rageful with the mutations in this one, and it kind of feel like we would be doing it over again. I think there's a lot of potential for another movie, and I'll be happily awaiting it. Let's just hope it doesn't take another 5 years. But yeah, great movie, great Spider-Man movie. I would recommend you see it, but you're already gonna see it. So yeah.